Islamic students, previously we had discussed the tenure and the reforms of General Ayub Khan. Furthermore, we came across that in March 1969, Ayub Khan had resigned and he handed over the powers and authority to the army. And for the second time, Pakistan went under another martial law. So, following the declaration of martial law, the commander in chief of army, General Yahya Khan, uh, was appointed as chief martial law administrator, and also he took over as the president of Pakistan. Immediately after taking office, he announced that the basic democracy had not been a success. Secondly, there would be a properly elected government. Thirdly, the one unit scheme already introduced by the previous governments had not worked, so there would be a return to provincial type of government. So, uh, although he was a military commander, uh, Yahya Khan committed to bringing democracy to Pakistan based on one man, one vote. So, the one unit plan or scheme and the 1962 constitution were annulled, and Pakistan's four provinces were re-established as they were before one unit scheme. From January 1970, the political activities were resumed. The various political parties they started their campaigns to elect a national assembly of 300 members. That assembly would have 120 days to draw up a new constitution. And 3 days after the National Assembly election, it was announced that there would be the elections for provincial governments. The elections were to be held in October 1970, but they had to be postponed just because of the severe flooding in East Pakistan um, caused such chaos that voting was quite impossible. So the elections were finally held on 7th December 1970, and for the first time ever were held on the principle of one man, one vote. So the results were such a shocking that they created a constitutional crisis in Pakistan. Just because the government was not even uh, imagining that in the elections, Awami League from East Pakistan uh, would maintain such type of victory. So it was beyond the expectation of all the political parties and especially General Yahya Khan. That's why the election results they were considered as the problematic. So that crisis was to the crisis created as a result. It led to split Pakistan into two separate countries, Pakistan and Bangladesh.